Hi Pisces, so this is going to be your reading for August 2024. Before I start, if you want to get a personal reading, all my details are on the website, which the link is to that is in the description box below. Okay, Pisces, let's have a look. They showed me a frog and then they said there's something that you're going to leap over this month, and it is to do with fear. Showing me a spider. Spiders are always about fear, even if you're not scared of them. They'll always try it on, you know. Uh, so, leaping over something to do with fear. And I feel it's like small time, they're saying. It's not a huge thing, it's not a huge deal. I've got the issue of clinginess and neediness as well, making itself known. So either that in yourself or some to do with someone else's clinginess and neediness. I think it's could be in yourself more than somebody else, really, and your own fear of maybe it's like why you have that issue, in whatever degree you have it. Let's have a look. Let's see. I feel it's quite an emotional month as well. I mean, they're saying you're leaping over it, but I think before you leap over it, you're going to come into face to face with it, and you're going to let go of it. So I feel tears, a few tears. Nothing to worry about, just a little bit of Ace of Wands, so drawing close to your point of attraction. So you cannot get to your point of attraction without going through every single door to get there. It's not an easy way. It is about facing fear, and it's about coming up against yourself repeatedly over and over again and meeting yourself head on and getting to know you, getting to know all about yourself, and understanding yourself and forgiving yourself and loving yourself and letting go of everything that's ever caused you pain, and then, you know, being reborn again and again and again. So it's kind of like the process of life, in a very emotional way. So living your life through a very emotional lens, and becoming at one with that, and the ability to be that. And in that, they are saying you are able to therefore maneuver around situations, people, and events. So it might require that you have to come face to face with yourself a lot of the time, and in that there is a lot of emotional releasing of the emotional resistance, you know, was basically forgiving yourself and understanding yourself is. And then despite the fact that can be painful, you know, repeatedly revisiting painful episodes in your life, in your mind, and feeling it all over again so that you can clear it, what it allows you to do is to therefore operate outwardly in the material world in a way that means that you will never meet those situations, people, places, events, or any similar situations, people, places, events again. So you are going to be leaping over something to get to your point of attraction, or what you're going to be leaping over is you facing yourself again. Love, Ace of Cups. So it's about love, basically, which includes anything and everything. So it's different for everyone. That's why they're putting the ace down, because it's such a vast array of possibilities of where you could be, you know, facing your wounds yet again. And, you know, in each individual, there's several possibilities, more than several. And then, you know, we're looking at a lot of different individuals. So there's millions of possibilities. So it's just something that matters to you the most, they're saying, something that's really important to you the most. So you'll know what it is for yourself, what is the most important thing that you have ever come into contact with emotionally, the biggest wound, you know. And we clear these wounds repeatedly. It's not a one-off event. You do have to keep coming back round again and again and again. We wouldn't be human if we didn't have to keep coming back round and revisit them. That's what being human is. So it's okay. Fear. Seven of Swords. It's coming into the fear. It's all about fear, right? Fear of death. Could be somebody that died that you're revisiting the emotions for. Anyone that's left your life that you didn't want to leave your life. That's still this equivalent. Grief is grief, whatever way it comes around. Abandonment, loss, actual death, loss of youth, you know, loss of opportunities, all these things. The fear is that we have one life, and that if we miss out, then that's it, we've missed out, and there can be a sadness there. But obviously that's not how it is, because we have multiple opportunities to regroup beyond the physical and then pop back in again. And we only know that, though, once we're not here physically, because we can't see it from here. Right. Love comes from love, the Eight of Cups. So revisiting where you have loved and feeling it all over again, and the fear of losing that love, whatever it was that you loved. Could be a place that you lived, you know, could be your pet, yeah, lots of things. But ultimately love comes from love. So when you revisit, it's not wrong to revisit it, because the feeling there is love. You can't have a feeling of loss without love. And the fear that you've lost something, again, you can't have, you know, it's all comes hand in hand, part and parcel of the human experience. So but it's getting you to here, the Ace of Wands. It's about your perspectives, they're saying, which means what comes next. Six of Swords, the let go. So that's why we're saying there's tears coming. And sometimes it doesn't feel good when it comes out, right? But it's always going to feel better afterwards. So that's all we can really say about that. You've got to let go. If you've got to let go, you can't hold it in. Luckily you're a Pisces, so you're very adept at swimming in the water. Nine of Cups, happiness comes after that. So it's whatever you have that you love that you have to let go of again. So it might be revisiting your memories of someone you lost, feeling it all over again, like they're almost here again, like you can be with them, like you see them clearly, you hear them clearly, you feel it clearly, you remember it clearly, you're in there with it, swimming around in it, and you release it again, and then it's happiness afterwards. And I do get this almost straight away. Or maybe you wake up the next day in the morning and it's all cleared and you're like, oh, you don't even feel it happened. It's like having 2 bottles of wine and waking up with no hangover, they're saying. So something like that, like that's where they're saying you're leaping over it. Because it's not going to have it's not going to hang around and you're like, oh, I felt so terrible yesterday. I feel terrible today because I felt terrible yesterday. It's going to lighten your load, they're saying. 10 of Wands ending energetically, fear ending energetically through the let go of it. The let go is a visceral, emotional thing. It's not okay, I'm going to let go. I let go. It doesn't come like that. It comes in having your heart and soul ripped out of your physical body again as you writhe around on the floor in the pain and agony of release. Put it lightly. But it's a good thing because it's ending it right. And then Knight of Wands, movement, energy, movement. Love comes from love. So feeling the love, no matter how painful it is, it's got a good outcome anyway. You're going to skip over it once you're out of it, and then it's going to just bring you more love. It's like a heart opening. You're going through a heart opening, you could call it. And And then Two of Wands, which is something coming after that. So as you release this, and then you get into the feel good, which is here, which comes after it, it's not feeling good about that necessarily, it's just feeling good despite that. It's just a release and a bouncing back up and a, you know, because it's going energetically, right? Energy here ending, so it's leaving you. So it's like you will feel better afterwards. You will feel brighter and lighter and easier in your life. You know, easier in how it is to be alive. Like more like a spring in your step, they're saying, which is actually your point of attraction. Just feeling good. And then something coming from that in the Two of Wands. So something coming next. So that'll be the next month, I guess. Let's have a look underneath. Separation. Five of Pentacles. So the release is around someone you've been separated from physically. Like I say, it could be your parent, brother, sibling, could be a pet. Someone that's had to, could be your twin flame, but of course we all know it could be that. But it could also be anyone else that's here to assist you on that path, which is anyone that you felt love forever. And it could be yourself. It could be a way of life. It could be your, you know, the loss of your youth. Something like that. Could even be an old handbag that you gave away to charity by accident. You never know how attached you were to that handbag. So we're just going to leave it at that. Lots of love, and I will see you in the next one.